Great party. Plenty of mead and plenty of memories. More drink over here.
Be welcome, friend. Another traveler wanders in, but you don't look like a bard. Welcome to Krogwallow. The Skald King's royal road workers live here during repair season. Have you used any of the flat, smooth roads in Eastmarch? That's our work. We've been working hard, and now it's time to celebrate. You should join us. Maybe you can help me out. The cooks, Calagar and Hegvir, are arguing over what to serve. They want me to choose, but I hate to pick favorites. Calagar wants to serve steaks. Hegvir says goat stew. You can pick. We just need to make sure we have plenty of good food and we're all set. Funny that 2 visitors wandered in today. You and that bard. At least the party will have proper music this time. Goat stew is delicious, full of meat and potatoes and not too many vegetables. Hegvir is a pretty good cook. She'll probably need your help getting some of the ingredients for her stew, though. Of course I like steak. I'm Nord, aren't I? That's all Calagar really knows how to make. Bear steaks, usually. He'll probably need your help getting the meat.
I can't feel my limbs.
You look like you need a bear steak. Charred on the outside, bloody in the middle. Bears and the workers want meat. Seared, salted, and still bleeding. I ask you, what goes better with a cask of mead than a good bear steak? Nothing, that's what. Hegvir probably wants to make that fancy goat stew of hers. She uses herbs. That's where you come in. You look like you could carve up a bear. Go lure old Ironclaw from his cave. Just toss these leftovers Hegvir made out front. It should attract the bear. Goodness knows no Nord will eat the stuff. That old bear should be in his lair this time of the day. It's north and west from here. Just drop that old lunch on the rock in front of the cave. The smell should lure old Ironclaw out, and you can take care of him. Wonderful. These bear steaks will feed a lot of people. Did old Ironclaw give you any trouble? Well done, friend. I mean rare. Good and rare. I'll start searing these steaks right away. You know what goes good with bear steak? Mead! And bears needs a few more barrels. Go see Raldolph Wolfkin at the storehouse. Get his key, and get the mead.
I'd love to travel to Alakia and try their exotic spices.
What do you want? Key? What key? No, what's the use? It wasn't their fault. They didn't mean to take it. I won't say any more. I won't tattle on my friends. The key is lost, but I know where it is. Sort of. One of my wolf friends snatched it off my belt. Swallowed it in one gulp. I refuse to kill them for a key. They're beautiful, noble creatures. A woman who once loved me treated them as kin. I do. If you had known Olga and seen her among the wolves, well, you would look at them differently too. She was blessed by kine, and the wolves were always gentle around her. She taught me to respect them. Ah, my fair Oda. Do what you must then. They ran to the north. They're probably not far. Oh, my noble friends. I can't bear to watch this. Run! Run, my wolf brethren! Save yourselves!
Make the mugs bigger.
Sweeping up after a bunch of rowdy road workers is an endless task.
What is it?
Looks like you've been busy. Thanks for all your help. Now relax and have some fun. The party's already started. You know, we could use some music, though. Oh, there is. He's the one not dressed like a royal worker. He's upstairs last I checked. Why don't you go up and ask him to play us a song? As often as we can. The Skull King himself sends the mead to us on a regular basis. Likes to keep his workers happy. Good man, King Yoren. Sure, bless him. Here and there, these camps are well built and well maintained. Great places to rest when the weather turns ugly.
This foliar mead tastes so good. I can't feel my nose.
I really enjoy these impromptu celebrations.
We work hard, usually for days on end. It's good to relax and have a bit of fun every now and then.
You need a drink, my friend.
A fine gathering. A fine gathering indeed. I suppose I have made them wait long enough. I like to build anticipation in my audience. Makes the reaction that much better. Yes, it's time. A bard must always gauge the audience. You want them relaxed, receptive. If they are too deep in their cups, they can't appreciate the wonderful tones of my lute. My fine ladies and handsome gentlemen, it is time for music. Relax and listen to my songs. Let the music soothe you.
What happened here? There are dead and injured people all over the place. And who are you? I need to figure out what happened here. My friends deserve answers. I'm the overseer for the royal work crews in this area. When I left for Wilhelm a few days ago, my workers were hale and whole. Now I come back to find many of them cut down and the rest injured and confused. I need answers. You and anyone else who survived whatever happened here. I need to report to Jarl. How did you end up in Cragwallow? My gut tells me you aren't responsible. No injuries, but you seem to be recovering your wits well enough. Help me investigate what happened. Talk to some of the survivors. Let's see if we can piece together recent events. We need to figure out what happened here.
I don't know if I can go on.
I want to catch whoever's responsible for this. 1 pint of mead. Not even. Half a pint at best. And my memory is all hazy. I sang along with the bard. His lute was just enchanting. Next thing I know, I wake up covered in wounds. It's a mystery. Such a blur. I might have seen things moving around. Not quite human, but too small to be trolls. Not ice wraiths either. Those things leave ice all over the place. Yes, that's it. We were attacked by small, not quite human things.
My head aches and everything looks blurry. I took a hard knock on the head. I don't remember much from earlier today. There was drinking and singing, and pie. I think I remember pie. No, it was just a normal pie. Apple, I think. Oh, sorry. I'm still a bit fuzzy. I think there might have been a brawl outside. Maybe someone got into a fight. I wish I could remember something. I was relaxed, drinking a bit. I heard the bard start to play and I decided I was going to have another piece of pie. Next thing I knew, I woke up with this lump on my head and they're all dead. Show them no mercy. Oh, I think I need to lay down for a while.
Why would anyone attack Cragwallow?
To be honest, I wasn't seeing all that clearly before the attack. I admit I had a drink. or 7. I remember there was singing, then the screaming started. Or was it screaming and then singing? No, we were singing. The bard was playing. I think I saw you singing along too. It's all so confusing. But now that you mention it, perhaps it was more like shrieking, like some kind of angry creature swooping in for the kill. No, I wish I could. That poor bard, I think I remember him yelling too.
Everyone seems confused. Did you find out anything at all? In a haze of memories, that bard and his music stand out like the sun on a clear winter's day. But where is he? I don't see a bard among the living or the dead. I agree. Search the area and see if you can find him. People remember music, and the bard is missing. A coincidence? Maybe, but I don't like the sound of it. I'll stay here to help the wounded and keep watch over the camp.
I can't believe I slept through the whole thing.
I should have been nicer to Backloggery. Told him his cooking wasn't too terrible.
Please. I'm not as strong or as fast as I used to be. I was assaulted by the same creatures that attacked Cragwallow. You track these monsters? Then I implore you to aid a dying old man. I was a soldier before joining the work crew. My sword and shield saw me through many battles. But I am a shadow of my former self. The creatures took my items and left me to die. I want my sword and shield with me for my final journey.
There was nothing I could do. I'm one of the royal workers. I followed the creatures that dragged off the bard, Reeklings. Unless I miss my guess, they haven't been seen around these parts in years. There were too many of the foul creatures. I couldn't help him. Into that cave. I never even knew there was a cave up here. He was still alive when they dragged him in there. The goblins seemed excited about something. I'm a road worker, not a soldier. I'm not going to walk into a den of Reeklings. That would be suicide. Whatever has the Reeklings so riled up probably led to the attack on Cragwallow. I hope you can save the bard and figure out what's going on.
Get me out of here! No, I'm not all right. These creatures dragged me here after slaughtering half the workers in Cragwallow. Well, about that, I'm not actually a bard. I found the lute. It's enchanted. I play a few notes and my audience falls asleep. They wake up later, a little confused, a little groggy, and missing some gold or an item or two. Perfectly safe. I had no idea it would attract Greeklings. They placed it on that altar thing over there. Their chief seems to like to look at it. He keeps coming in. Makes me nervous how he stares at me. But it's... well, I suppose you're right. Go ahead and destroy it. Then we can get out of here. You're going to have to get the key from the Reekling chieftain to let me out of the cage. You are going to let me out, aren't you? You got the key? Open the cage. What? You wouldn't leave me in here? I had no idea the loot would attract the Reeklings. It never did before. And I never wanted the workers to get hurt. I'm not a violent person. I'm not a criminal. Well, not a dangerous criminal. All right. I swear by the snow on my mother's grave. I'll turn myself in. I'm very sorry about what happened. Yes, of course, I did promise. I don't suppose I could just promise to find a new line of work, and then we could just skip the part that requires me to surrender. All right, all right. I'll go back to Cragwallow and tell the royal workers what happened. I may not be the most honest Nord, but I promised I would surrender myself to the royal workers if you got me away from the Reeklings, and I will. I never intended for anyone to get hurt. I'll stay away from enchanted items from now on.
The bard returned, telling a strange tale about an enchanted lute. He seemed quite distraught. Indeed, that's what Valding said. The poor sods in the foreman's cottage recovering. Imagine having an enchanted lute and not even realizing it.
Thanks for helping me back there. I don't want to think about what those weaklings were going to do to me. The truth, mostly. Perhaps I included one or two omissions. I explained all about your most excellent rescue, though, I assure you. For a fake bard, I can tell a rousing tale. Well, I saw no reason to tell them I knew the lute was enchanted before I started playing. I'm giving up my thieving ways. I shall return home to solitude, eventually, and perhaps get some proper training at the Bard's College.
That poor man. Such a terrible thing.
have to help me.
Why do you hate
They
us,
say
Nord?
Argonians can
Your
smell
own
skin
king
stealers.
declared us allies.
Must be
But
why they
still,
went after the
you turn
lizards
us away.
first.
Don't put words in my mouth, Dark Elf. I said you could enter Fort Amel, but the inn is full, so you can't stay. Official business of the kingdom takes precedence after all.
This is ridiculous. And we've come such a long way. We'll find somewhere else to rest. Somewhere not filled with such hate.
Listen, if you're part of this group, I already explained this a dozen times. Feel free to enter Fort Amel, but the inn is full. There's no more room. And the Jarl's Keep is off limits too, of course. King Yoren and the Ebonheart Pact leaders are meeting here. Between the Nords, the Argonians, and the Dark Elf contingent, they filled up the inn. They even had to set up tents on the far side of town. That's not for me to say. I don't even want to guess. Commander Ian might have an idea, but you'd have to get it out of him. Whatever the king's business is, though, it must be urgent to call the various leaders of the pack together so suddenly.
They say we are allies, friends. But when we need a place to rest, we're turned away. Important business, they say. The inn is full. Rubbish. It's because we're not Nords.
We've been traveling for days now, trying to escape the Stormfist Brigade and their Orc Raiders to the west. We finally arrive at a safe place and they turn us away.
Furu's been leading us around for weeks now. She keeps promising she'll find us a new home and some work so we can settle down. If promises were gold, we'd be wealthy misers by now.
Rumors proclaim that the Ebonheart Pact is having a secret meeting here. Why that should hinder humble travelers, though, is beyond me. Ugh, we've been on the road for so long.
If you want to try again, Fjár, you only need to ask.
Why? So you can embarrass me again, lizard? I don't think so.
It can be done. Don't give up yet.
You cheated, Vorilla. Sharp, pointy arrows aren't good enough for Dark Elves. You had to make your arrows explode!
Why do you care what arrows I used? The lizard didn't care, and it's his challenge.
People claim many things. Some claim to be the best gamblers, others the best lovers. Me? I'm the best hunter you'll ever meet. No question about it. I've never lost a hunting competition. Not a one.
Ha! Confidence and swagger. I like that. Well, let's see you beat my record. Even East March's best hunter over there couldn't catch that many rabbits in under a minute. But I'll make it easy for you. One rabbit keeps eluding me. Nab it, and you win.
Those are the rules. The one rabbit, he's quick. I call him Golden Jack. You nab him, you win. Grab the bow by the river, and let me know when you're ready to start. Let me know when you're ready. Vorilla will start counting. If I knew how to get that damn rabbit, don't you think I would have caught him by now? He's too quick. You can't line up a shot. Varilla almost got him, but it wasn't on purpose. Those exploding arrows of hers, she fired at something else and almost caught Golden Jack in the blast.
Steady Hand swears he's the best hunter in Eastmarch. Says he can nab more rabbits in a minute than anyone else. I've got an idea, if you don't mind bending the rules a bit. Come back and talk to me after you equip the hunting bow. If you want to win this contest, come talk to me. Sure. You could use normal, non-magical, absolutely regular arrows. Or you could use exciting arrows. Fiery arrows. Arrows that get to go boom. From me. My exploding arrows can take out multiple rabbits with one shot. Very effective. But they'll cost you. Steady Hand's confident. He won't mind. He encourages challengers to use whatever advantage they can think of to try and beat him. Sure. From me. My exploding... When you put it that way, why not? Here you go.
Let me know when you're ready. Varilla will start counting. Only kills made with the hunting bow count. Kills with any other weapon are disqualified. You have exactly 1 minute to nab the appropriate number of rabbits, or to snag Golden Jack. Do either of those and you win. Your time starts now. How? You... I can't believe you beat me. No one ever beats me. Fine, you win. But as soon as you leave Eastmarch, I'll be the best hunter here again.
How's it feel to lose, lizard?
Shut it, scaleless one. I'm still a better hunter than you.
You should have seen the look on Steady Hand's face. He deserved it. Especially after what he said about your mother. It's not true, is it? No, no one would do that.
My cousin never returned, and I'm worried sick. He told me he was going to Icehammer's vault. Did you come from there? Do you have any news about my cousin? Yes, this does look like Ugisar's writing. I had hoped that his wife would convince him to give up treasure hunting, but it appears that the opposite is true. Thank you for bringing this to me. Part of me doesn't want to read this diary. I think that would make what happened to my cousin all the more real.
We've been traveling